Hello, check, check. Check.
Okay. Hello. Is it working? Hello, hello, hello. Working? It's working? Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. There's some technical issue as with everything else. So we can start. Right, Mahesh. Mahesh. Start. Okay. This town hall is a short town hall, 10-15 minutes. The idea is to give you a sense of where we are as a company. Okay, we did it about 3 months ago. We will try to do it every quarter. There's also, from the next, I think it was organized in 4 businesses. The first business and the largest business is Orchid Schools. The second business is the B2B business, where we sell content, software, assessments to other schools. The third business is our college business, and the fourth business is our B2C business. Okay, so there are 4 business verticals that we operate on. Okay, I'll take you a little through each one of them. Okay, so this is Orchid Schools. The largest number of people must be working currently for Orchid Schools. Just go ahead, bro. Okay, so just to take you through Orchid Schools, in June 2020 we had 25 schools across 3 cities. Okay, in June 2021 we went up to 37 schools. We added 12 schools in that year. We were in about 5 cities. We are now 60 schools. Okay, so we have 60 schools present in 10 cities. We are present in all the metros, which is Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, Calcutta, Gurgaon. Okay, we are also present in Nagpur, Aurangabad, Tumkur. Okay. Going forward in this year, which is the year coming, we are going to add 30 schools. Okay. We are going to do it about 90. We, if possible, like to do 100, but I don't think we will do 100. Yeah. Put the cameras there. Okay. So we'd like to do about 100 schools, but I don't think we will do 100. I think 90 is a more achievable number. The 90 schools will be present in about 12 cities. So we're adding Indore this year. We're adding some cities in the north. So the objective of every person in K12 is to try and see how each person can help to reach these 90 schools. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. In terms of number of students, so we had 25,000 students 3 years ago. Okay. Then COVID hit us, so the number went to 28,000. This year we have done very, very well. So we've gone from 28,000 to about 45,000 students. Okay. Now, because we're adding 30 schools next year, we hope to jump from 45,000 to 75,000 students. Okay. That's close to, it's not doubling, but little less than doubling. Okay. At 75,000 students, we expect Orchids to be about 1,000 crore brand. Okay. So the idea of these kind of town halls is, each person needs to see how do I contribute to this 1,000 crores? How do I contribute to getting the schools to reach 75,000 students? Okay. Now, there are many roles. There is call center, there is finance, there is marketing, there is HR. This, to reach 75,000 students is not only like sales jobs or not only admissions. Okay, we have now call center which takes incoming calls from parents. If those calls are not answered properly, parents will not feel happy or not feel proud of being part of Orchids and they will leave. Okay, so call center becomes important. If a sales guy does not get his conveyance on time, he will feel that the company is cheating him and he will leave the company. Okay, so finance becomes important. If we don't hire enough people on time, then we'll never be able to meet those admissions. Okay, so each person's role is integral for us to reach the 75,000 target. Okay, and that 75,000 target means for the company 1,000 crores. Okay, so this number is important for us. Okay, go ahead. In terms of number of admissions, okay, we did. I think this number is wrong. But anyway, I don't think we did. No, this number is wrong. Okay, so the first two numbers are wrong. I don't know why is that. So we did during COVID we did 10 and 11,000 admissions. This year we had a target of 24,000 admissions. We had a target of 25,000 admissions. We did about 24,000. Go ahead. Next year our target is 45,000 admissions. Okay, so 45,000 admissions across 90 schools. That's the net target that we're looking for. Okay. So if we look at what we're going to do next year, which is 22-23, we're looking at opening 30 new branches in Orchid. We are looking at having 75,000 students, and we're looking at adding 45,000 admissions. Okay. Admission season has started a bit. Okay. Some sales are happening. We have sold for the next year about 2,000 applications. Okay. To reach our 45,000 admission target, we need to sell 90,000 applications. Okay. So that's the kind of numbers that we're looking at. In each of the town halls, I will update you where we are on what the number is, whether we're doing well and badly, as the case is. Okay. So that's only Orchid business, which is the school business. We did very well last year. We hope to continue to do well in the coming year. Okay. Okay, this is the second business which we have, which is the Educate business, which is our service business where we provide schools, services to non-Orchid schools. Okay.
Hello.
So we had 31 schools in the first year. It was in the year of COVID that we launched this business. Okay. Last year, that 31 jumped 10 times to 314 schools. Okay, schools and preschools. We provide content, curriculum assessments to both schools and preschools. Next year we are hoping to cross 1,000 schools and preschools. Okay, that business is headed by Aniket is there, and Ritu. Okay, Aniket manages the business as well as sales. Ritu manages the servicing part of the business. Okay, so in that business, we charge schools on a per student basis, so the number of students are important in that business. So go ahead. So in the first year, we had 10,000 students. So we had 31 schools, about 300 students a school, 10,000 students. This year, we have about 95,000 students. And the year, Aniket is looking to add about 300,000 students next year. Okay. To add 300,000 students, we need to ramp up factories. So we are taking a new factory in Pune. There is already a factory down the road. There's another factory. We've taken warehouses near IKEA, where IKEA is in Nagasandra. Okay. So I mean, to do this level, it requires a whole amount of planning. We are looking at mechanizing a lot of what used to be done manually, because currently for this, so if you look at 300,000, so there are 300,000 students here, plus there is 75,000 in Orchid, plus in the B2C business we'll have 50,000-60,000 students. Okay, so we'll have about 450,000 students who will use our products. If you take 450,000 students, each of them will get 3 kits. So we'll end up making 1.3 million kits, with all which have to be delivered between March, April and June. Okay. So that's the volume of kits that you'll end up having to manufacture, store, and sell it across the country. Okay. Currently, the students and kids that we have in B2B are across 60 cities. Okay, so the schools that we run across 60, the schools that we deliver to are delivered across 60 cities. Okay, so that's the B2B business. Let's educate. If any of you have any needs, please go to Ankit. Okay, this is what we launched last year, just after the pandemic got over. This is a junior college, grade 11 and 12. Okay, what we were seeing is that students after 10th of the orchids were not staying in for 11 and 12 because PUC is a better option. Okay, we had one PU college with about hardly 200 students in grade 11 and 12. And the rest, and we had about 400 in BCom. Last year we opened 4 PU colleges. Okay, and next year we're planning to open 10 PU colleges. Okay, so we're opening another 5. All will be in Karnataka. Most will be in Bangalore. Okay, Sridhar, sir. Sridhar has joined us to lead colleges. He leads the ACADS part of the colleges, making the lesson plans, ensuring we get ranks. All of that is Sridhar's responsibility. Okay, just go to the next one. So we had 800 students. We now have 3,500 students in our colleges. Okay, colleges and schools are in most cases separate locations, separate buildings. You know, they run completely separately from the school business. Okay, and we are looking at doubling that to about 7,000 students in the coming year. Okay, so 10 locations, 7,000 students in colleges. So. That's it, right? Okay. The fourth business is our B2C business. Okay. Now, over the last year, our other businesses have grown tremendously. B2C has remained more or less stagnant. Okay. There are 2 B2C businesses. One is AOL School and Plufo, and the other is Sparklebox. Okay. Now, since the opening up after COVID, most people prefer going to school. So those businesses have not been doing as well. Okay, and that's in line with what's happening outside also, which is online education EdTech is falling a bit. We will continue to invest in those businesses. We think at some point of time those businesses can become successful. They aren't very large. They will be about 3% of total K-12 businesses. Okay, so we're not putting anything specific on them, but we are hoping to continue to grow them. Okay, the Sparklebox school business, the Sparkle. Okay, I will be there. Okay, the Sparklebox B2C business, the kids business is growing fairly well. We've grown from about maybe 10 to 20 lakhs a month to about 40, 50 lakhs a month. Okay, but it's still a growth business. Okay, we have about 500 kids in AOS school. Okay, we are hoping to maintain that business and expand it in the coming year. Okay, so I mean that's just an update on where we are, where we want to go, what we want to do. There was a question, Jessica. There was a question. So first question is what is the exact role and responsibility of a planner? Okay, if you have any questions, like before we take up, there are about 8-9 questions here, but if anybody else has any questions, you can give him a mic, give him another mic. If anybody has any questions, we'll take them here, otherwise we'll take this set of questions.
So one question is, what's the role of academic planner? I mean, many of you who are from the other teams might not understand this word, but like people, there's a team called Central Academic Team. There, in general, we give a designation called planner. So the way academic team centrally is structured is, there is a design team headed by Mamata, who sits out of Calcutta office. There is an academic implementation team. Everybody who's part of academic implementation team is basically called a planner. The role of a planner is nothing. Whatever is the plan decided by the design team, your responsibility is to execute it. So that's essentially what the role of an academic planner in our system is. So the role of academic implementation team is basically to implement all the academic plan that we have made. There was one more side question on why not expand in Odisha. So same reason, basically the way K-12 has become reasonably successful is by opening lots of schools in one city, instead of opening one school in many cities. You understood? So repeating this point. I also get lots of SMSs or WhatsApp on why are you not opening in Northeast. So K-12 has become successful by following the policy of opening schools in a cluster. So if I am going in a city, I will rather have 5 schools, 10 schools, 15 schools than one school in Assam, one school in Mizoram, one school in Meghalaya, one school in Odisha, one school in Bhubaneswar. That strategy doesn't work because the cost of monitoring a school is very, very, very high. So that's why we have not typically gone to a state. The way we look at it is, which are the big cities on our radar which we should still capture. So for example, Jaipur is on our radar because we feel there is a potential to have 5 schools there. So that's the way. So we look at cities first. Once we have 5-10 schools in one city or the state capital, then we will think of expanding like what we are trying to do in Karnataka or Maharashtra. So we are trying to expand apart from Mumbai and Pune. We have one school in Ahmedabad, one in Nagpur. This year we are trying to open one school in Nasik as well. So that's essentially how our growth strategy is. If anybody else has a related question.
My question is, what do you think is the USP for the Orchid schools and how are we focusing upon it?
Yeah. So, good question. You all should understand please sit down. Typically in India, schools, there are one chain schools like DPS, Chrysalis High, Ryan International, Vigor, and then there are schools run by individual people. I can run my own school. Of late, running a school has become super complicated in India. It's not no longer you just have a fancy building and you run a school and students start coming. So you have to take care of academics, assessments, you have to take care of transport, you have to take care of food, you have to take care of discipline. Also, just buying a published book and delivering it is no longer good enough. So there needs to be a central team which will monitor how teachers are teaching. So what ends up happening is that you need a large team today in India to run a good chain of schools. So that's the first differentiator. The first differentiator obviously as compared to a typical mom and pop school is you have a team here for transport who is focusing on improving transport or improving building maintenance. There is a team centrally there is a central robotics team. If you are running a mom and pop school, what will you do? You will typically go and hire a robotics vendor to do that. So that's one basic difference. Second difference as compared to other chains is, so at least at K-12 level, what we have tried is that we have identified different building blocks of school. So for example, the first building block of school is academics. Under academics, you have books. So we said, okay, fair enough, let's write our own books. Then we said, okay, let's write our own tech, let's develop our own tech, let's develop our own software. So similarly, we have designed and develop most of the building blocks of school. And most of it is proprietary, which is of our own, which is kind of very, very different from all the other school chains in India. Okay? So most of the things that you see in schools are owned by us, developed by us after rapid iterations. Okay, anybody else? Any other questions? Yeah, please go ahead.
My question is, what's the difference and similarity between Orchid School and the B2B school?
So the similarity between Orchid and B2B school is that the B2B school to whom we provide services, they use our books, our curriculum and our tech. Three things are similar. They don't get the benefits of marketing, they don't get the benefit of operations, they don't get lots of other benefits which we... So apart from our books and tech, there are also other things which KFL provides. Those benefits are not given to those B2B schools. Okay.
So in B2B, we only provide what we call core curriculum, which is math, science, English, social studies. We don't provide arts, we don't provide dance, we don't provide music, we don't provide any of the extracurricular activities. Okay. Also the infrastructure we don't change. That school, if it is in an apartment complex, it is in an apartment complex. Okay. We will not make a swimming pool, we will not make a basketball court. It's a limited part of the whole thing. So we call it core curriculum, which is the basic academic curriculum we provide. All the other activities we will not provide in the whole thing.
Okay, any other question? Okay, there's some more question on how are we recognizing good employees? Look, so this is a tricky question. Okay, first is your manager, you feel that you have done good work. Does your manager also feel the same? Many times I have realized that this question is not typically asked. There are two sides of the same coin. One is your own perception of your work. Second is your manager's perception of your work. So, okay, we started a couple of initiatives. One was role clarity, where all the level 2 managers are being spoken to by HR. So that was one step. There was employee of the month, but we realized with employee of the month, with such a large company, just recognizing 10 people is too short. So what we are hoping to do is, at every department level, now a department is not that the management I am approving only one person. At every department level, we will end up recognizing people. So we are setting up a framework and a structure for that, and we will hopefully come up with it. But this is a request to everybody. Please realize there are two sides of the coin. When you say you are doing good work, please also ask this question, is your manager also saying that? And if your manager says that, nothing like it. If your manager has a different view than yours, the question to ask is why? Why is it such a big disconnect that you feel you have done a great job and your manager doesn't feel the same? Right? So this is a tricky question which we should answer, we should ask. Sometimes it makes sense to go to your manager and say, please give me a feedback about myself. Or I feel I've done great work, but why am I not valuing? Somebody came just before few days in my office and says, I have been recommended, my manager has told me I am not doing good work. So I said, why have you come to me to ask that? Why not go to your manager and ask that question? So instead of going to your manager, if you are going to your manager's boss, it's not solving the problem. Right? So this is a common feedback to many people that there is always the opposite side of the coin, which is your manager's view about your work. Okay? Okay, any other question? There are some other questions on what are we doing to improve our services to other schools. These are generic improvement questions. So see, please realize at the end of the day, like what Jay projected it on the slide, if we want to move from 60 schools to 90 schools, we have to improve every single thing. Okay? For example, we have today 60 schools. Most schools started physically after a gap of 2 years. Is the central academic team in control of academics of all the 60 branches? Answer is no. A team is there, but is the team doing a terrific job? No. Why no? Because they are new, they are also learning the system, they are also realizing these kind of goof-ups can happen. Similarly with operations. Are we perfect on operations? No, we are also trying to improve. Similarly with projects. Are all our buildings ready on time? No. So there is a lot of scope of improvement in every single department. And that's what is the attempt here. Nobody is trying to shy away and saying, no, we are absolutely perfect. Every single department needs improvement, every single department is trying to make effort to improve. Okay, so that's, okay, I'm done with the questions. Anybody else has any other thing? Otherwise we'll end up. Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you everybody. Thank you. Thanks a lot for coming. Everybody, can you guys just come for one? Anil, our in-house photographer, is trying to take a group selfie. So let's see how successful we are. Please come, please come. Don't leave for 1 minute, yes.